Thank you for taking the time to talk to Breaking Travel News today. Can you tell us a little bit about Çırağan Palace Kempinski, Istanbul? What makes it unique in Turkish hospitality?
Well, first of all, we are the only Ottoman palace hotel. We had three sultans living in Çırağan Palace. It has a huge and long-standing history. It was the first parliament building also, 1910, if I remember very well. And then afterwards there came the big fire. So it was then destroyed and stayed empty for quite a long time, and was then taken over and rebuilt and then made into a hotel. So we have a huge land. We are directly on the Bosporus. We are really the ambassadors of Turkish hospitality in the world. It's one of the iconic hotels which you might want to stay in one day, Rebecca.
And that iconic historical aspect of the hotel, it's meant that you were recognised as world's leading heritage hotel by the prestigious World Travel Awards last year. What makes the property a heritage hotel, other than what you've discussed, compared to other ones in the rest of the world?
Now, let's start with the end of your question. For sure, we are very proud and very happy. It was a great work for all these people during all this time to bring this hotel up and to get this award and being recognized. It's always nice to be recognized for the work you have done, and all these people have done. We have 800 people there working in the hotel from the day-to-day business to make it happen and to give you memorable souvenirs once you go home. Now, heritage, there are two things. One is the building, one is the location. It's everything. There's little anecdotes, there's special stories which happen in such kind of hotels. This is one thing. The other thing is the heritage of a culture, a hospitality culture, and the Turkish people are really very proud of their country and very much focused on tailor-made services. And I think this combination makes that we are just Çırağan Palace is an outstanding hotel, and often cited as an example, together for sure with our other friends from Asia and somewhere around the world.
You also won Europe's leading hotel and Turkey's leading hotel suite in 2015. Can you tell us a little bit about the Sultan Suite, which won that prestigious title?
Well, the Sultan Suite saw, I think, I don't know how many celebrities stayed there. I can tell you a couple of them.
Please do.
One.
Please do.
Madonna, for example, she stayed with us. To give you only one example, we have a lot of politicians and royalties around the world to stay in the suite. We had the Moroccan king, we had the Saudi king, etc., etc. The suite actually is just facing the Bosporus. You have the impression that you're on a cruise liner on the Bosporus, see the Asian side. So you know that Istanbul is the only city who is built on two continents. One time on the European side and the other part is on the Asian side. So this makes it already something really very special.
So it's a special suite not only for celebrity guests, but I'm sure all your returning guests. If you can just talk a little about World Travel Awards once more. They're returning to Turkey this year for the 2016 Europe Gala ceremony. Do you see that as a vote of confidence for the destination after what's perhaps been a difficult 12 months?
The fact that we have the World Travel Awards in Turkey and in Istanbul is certainly affecting also the perception of the country and the city and drives certainly customers, because I tell you one thing, between you and me, I tell you one thing. We have never had any interest to bring people into Turkey when we feel that they are not safe. I rather prefer that my customer stays where they are and I have less hustle. So the fact that we have our customers asking them, you can come, and assure them, that means that we are 100% sure that we can assure their security. Otherwise, I would like to ask them to stay home. It's much better for them and it's much better for us. So, well.
That's certainly an honest answer. How does the hotel benefit from its relationship with the Kempinski brand?
Well, Kempinski is the oldest luxury hotel operator in Europe, 1897, and has a very, very strong relation. In German-speaking countries, for example, Kempinski is as much known as Mercedes-Benz. So, sure, we have there's a base of customers who know the quality and the level of attention we are bringing to our customers, and they appreciate us. Now, we are not a mega brand, or what I would call, sorry for my Anglo-Saxon friends who are in big hotel groups, which I call the brand supermarkets. We don't have another brand. We just have Kempinski. So we don't have 20, 50, 30. I think Marit Star would, I think my memory is good, 35 brands. Yeah. So we don't have this. We have one single brand as a 5-star brand. So for us, we are competing not with mega hotel groups. We are a privately owned company, and we are not on the stock exchange, so like many others also. So we can really concentrate on our customers in a tailor-made way, and this is, I think, what they appreciate.
We're here in Dubai today for an upcoming press event that you have in the region. How important is the Middle East region to your property, and what are your plans whilst you're here in the United Arab Emirates?
Well, this is a market not only for us, it has always been a very important market for us, and especially also for Turkey, because Turkey is a Muslim country. So people, I think, feel comfortable in Turkey. It's a different way. It's a modern Islam what we have in Turkey, and yes, I think it's one of our markets, our major markets, especially on the leisure part, and especially in the summer months, like for example June, July, August, September. These are months where we have a lot of Middle Eastern customers, where we're happy to have them with their families and so forth. But we have a balance. We are not a Middle Eastern hotel with only Middle Eastern customers. We have Americans, we have English, Germans, and Italian. And I think this is what makes the difference. That you don't have only one segment of customers, but that you have the mixture. And I believe also that our Middle Eastern customers appreciate particularly to have to be around with other nationalities and in a country and in a hotel, I mean, which is for sure unique.
Just lastly, do you have any plans for 2016? Are there any investments or any improvements that are going to be happening at the hotel that you want to share with our viewers?
Well, we invest permanently, because to be on the top of the line, you have to invest permanently. I will not give you the amounts, because otherwise your head will turn what we invest per year. But there is also an important program which we are going to go in the future, not this year, but we are preparing this year. It will be very unique. It will be not like any other hotels, etc. You will feel that you are in Turkey, you will feel that you are in Istanbul, you feel the history of the place and the magic of the Bosporus, which is actually the panorama of the hotel. And this is what we're going to start. It's a very huge project. We worked a long time on it. Now it's we're coming to an end, and when we get all this permissions done, we're going to start most probably somewhere next year. Going to start to get this lady up the roof, and I promise you, after 1 year, we will be recognized the best hotel in the world, I can tell you.
It sounds very exciting, and we look forward to seeing the facelift in the future. Congratulations once again on all your awards and the hard work that you do.
It was my pleasure.
And thank you for talking with Breaking Travel News.
Thank you for this great interview. Thank you very much.
Thank you.